To start using PlayPosIt, go to PlayPosIt.com. When you are here, you can log in. You will log in with your Google sign-in. The very first place I would suggest going to learn about PlayPosIt is your setting profile. When you scroll down here, the very first thing you will be greeted with is a Google Classroom Sync button. I've already selected mine. Once you click it and allow PlayPosIt to sync with your Shenendehowa account, you can click Show Classroom Data. Once your classes have been synced, you can click here on Classes, and you will be able to see them. When you go back to your profile settings and scroll further down, I would highly encourage you to go through all of these user configurations. Most importantly, your identifying information. After that's set up, I would encourage you to first start by looking at what pre-made bulbs look like. Bulbs are a fancy name in PlayPosIt for a lesson or an interactive video. Pre-made bulbs are put into two categories: Shenendehowa School District Media, which is every bulb that's been used at Shenendehowa, or all PlayPosIt. The cool thing about the pre-made bulbs is that you can search anything that you would like to. I am going to pick this first one, Kids Animated History Egypt. You can preview it. You can export the questions in the interactive video to a worksheet, or you can copy the bulb to use it in your own class. You can change the name so you can get rid of the word copy. And it will be sent to your bulbs, which is over here on the left-hand side. It's a really great way to see what PlayPosIt's all about. If you've never seen a PlayPosIt bulb, let me preview it for you now.
The time compass. Ancient Egypt, Part 2. Ancient Egyptian artwork has a very distinctive look, unlike any other culture in the world. The ancient Egyptians left behind many works that are treasured today. Egyptian artists were not just out to capture beauty in their artwork, but to describe a part of life.
So as you can see, a video plays and it's paused, and an interactive question for the students is popped up. Students will read the question, select an answer that they believe is correct, and submit it. The students will be able to see if their answer was correct or incorrect, and they will be able to continue with the video. Now you'll be ready to make your own bulb in PlayPosIt. If you hover over the left side and go to My Bulbs, you will see your bulb library. To make your own, click Add New Bulb. Here you will be welcomed by a series of helpful hints, and when you feel like you've read and understood them all, you may enter the designer. You start with the video source, which can be a YouTube or a Vimeo video. I'm going to select and copy the URL of a 6th grade math video I did and enter it in to PlayPosIt. I'm going to enter it as a YouTube by simply pasting the URL, and PlayPosIt will initialize the video I choose. I have 3 things that I can do: input the video source. Now I can wait to see if I want to add captions. I'm going to actually click this Customize button. And now for my captions, I am going to fetch the ones from YouTube, where I'll be able to select the language and the visibility. I'm also going to customize the trim and the crop section of my video. just to show you how you want to do it. You are able to select the start and end times of any video you select. So you can cut down to only the most important content. If you click advanced, you can also add something that's called an internal crop, where you can maybe skip a section of the video that you don't feel like is pertinent to you. For example, if I do 1 minute to 2 minutes, here's my internal crop. So my video will play, it'll stop at 1 minute, automatically jump to 2, and play the rest. I found internal crops to be very important. And when I'm done with all 3 of these, I'm going to select done. Just to let you know, there is an option to add as many videos if you want. If you attended my Go Formative session, I think I strung together 7 videos together at once. So now that your video is initialized, you're ready to start your interactions. So what you do is you hit play and start to think about where a great place to put a question would be.
For every 3 hours of babysitting, Kelly makes $36. How much money will she earn if she babysits for 7 hours?
So I feel like before I actually teach the lesson, I might want the kids to try it first. So I'm going to add my first interaction. You click down here at Add Interaction. And I'm going to show you the easiest way that I believe to do this. I would actually go to Templates and check for understanding, because PlayPosIt sets you up with templates for all of their checks for understanding. The first one I will show you is multiple choice. So you can type your question. What is the answer to this problem? And you can give them, change obviously the choices here to whatever you need them to be. And then you select the one that is correct. If I'm doing my math correctly, I believe the answer is 84. Notice how I select the great one. Notice that there is also a setting symbol here. You can add feedback to learners' answers. You can add jumps. So if they get questions correct, they can jump to another section, or they can actually jump backwards and redo the question all over again. Very awesome features. And then I'm going to hit done. Okay, so I'm going to add another interaction here. I'm going to go to my check for understanding. Instead of a multiple choice, I am going to do a fill in the blank. And I'm going to ask the question, how much does Kelly make in 1 hour? So it says to add an input blank here. I will. So it gives the kids a space to write an answer, and it says type, comma, separated, acceptable answers. So one answer I could do is 12. One is 12.00. One could be 12 or 12.00. If you've ever done a Google form, it's very similar. And again, there's some settings to help you add feedback for learner answers.
Okay, to get 7, I'm going to look at here. I'm going to break this section of my line up. I'm going to do 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, because I made 2 slashes on my top number line, I have to make them in equal parts on my bottom. So you've just broken this section of the number line into 3 equal sections, and you've broken this one into 3 equal sections. Okay, 6 to 9.
So I'm going to add another interaction. And I'm going to have this one be a free response, where the kids can just write what they're thinking. It can't be right or wrong. What is the next step in this problem? And here is probably a good spot where I could add feedback. I would suggest to go through and try all the different interactions. I just like the way they have them set up in the check for understanding because it actually sets you up with a template. Another one I would like to show you is just a web embed. You can paste a URL from a website, and as the kids are watching a video, a website will show up on the left-hand side. Once you feel like you're done with your video, I would highly suggest reviewing it just to make sure that everything looks good. And I am going to preview mine right now. You don't have to watch the video all the way through to preview it. You can jump the bar.
How much money will she earn if she babysits for 7 hours?
Your question will pop up. Make sure it's timed correctly. You can make sure that the answer's here.
So I'm going to introduce you to a double number line diagram. Times 3, you get 100.
As you can say, how much does Kelly make in an hour? Let's say I just put $12. Okay.
B divided by 3 is 1, so that's why you get to count.
If you notice over here, the website that I embedded shows up on the left, and the kids can read through and scroll down if it's something you want them to think about in addition to your video. Really, really like this. So once you've reviewed your bulb and you're happy with it, you can add tags for it. Makes it easier for people that are searching videos. Your target audience, this is a 6 through 8 video. The subject is math. You can also configure your playback options, allow learners to rewind, skip interactions, allow viewers to fast forward, allow them to retake the bulb upon completion, allow learners to view their printable report, allow learners to increase playback speed. The last one is to check your privacy. Bulb is public, pre-made, and community. Bulb is visible to members of your institution, members of your school or site, and the bulb is private. So it's really up to you how you want to choose your privacy settings. Now that you've made your bulb, you are ready to assign it. If you come over in your bulbs, the bulb that you make should be here. And you can click on the 3 vertical dots and click Assign. Once you find the class that you want to give it to, you can click on the white box here. A calendar will pop up, and you will give the date that you want the bulb available for the students to complete. Once you click OK, an assign link will be present, and you can copy it and add it to your Google Classroom. The easiest way to share a bulb with another teacher. I worked very closely with Corey Kitchell in Gowanna, and if she made a bulb, I would go to pre-made bulbs, and I would go to Shenandoah District Media, and I would click search. There's a place where you can add the creator's last name. So I always typed her name, and we were able to come up with a common naming convention, and I was able to filter it. So everything that Corey made for M1 was here, or module 1. And if I wanted to copy it, I just needed to come to the 3 dots and copy it. Once students have taken your bulb, you'll have to come back into PlayPosIt to see the results. Find the bulb that you want to look at the results for, click the 3 buttons here and click Monitor. When you are here, select the class you would like to monitor, and you will get Bulb Analytics. So as you can see, Vanessa Kramer finished this bulb and she got a 79%. It tells you that I completed the bulb in 8 minutes. If you look on top, it tells you how long I spent on each question. You can go over to one that's red or one that I got incorrect and click on it to see what the question was and what I picked compared to what I should have. You also have the opportunity to award back points if you think it was close enough. When you want to unclick the question, you just click on the red again and go through again and see each incorrect answer. The cool thing is on the student view, when they are done with the whole bulb, they will get a review of how they did. They can scroll down on the left side to see which questions in their bulb they got incorrect. When they find one that they get incorrect, like for example, 0 out of 1, they can click on it and go back to that question and try to redo it. It's a very helpful part of PlayPosIt. Hi Shen teachers, I hope you enjoyed the PlayPosIt tutorial. If you have any questions, I am having a Google Meet for questions on PlayPosIt Thursday at 9:30. All you have to do is click the link in this presentation. I hope you're all doing well. We're here to support you, the Shen PD team, anytime you need us. Have a great day.